Hello everyone, this is Darvel20 and welcome to episode 21 of Forgecraft, where today I'm just getting some stuff set up deep down inside my base. So I set up a blood altar. I got a little elevator going on. Doesn't that look cool with the black stone? I think that looks pretty cool. And what I'm going to do is move my inventory nodes setup thing. And where's my basic node? Did I leave that upstairs up here? I did. I left it floating in the sky. Cool. Whee! Ow, my feet. And I'm going to set up the inventory nodes and such like this. Hopefully this works, right? Now, is this thing... I think it is. But that's okay. We'll deal with it. So we're going to have a chest here. And I should be able to hide this nicely. And this is more just me testing to be sure I'm right. But, okay. And then we're going to make sure that you connected to him, connected to him, connected to him. And then you need a little bit of power. Boom, charging up. Looking cool. And that looks great. All right, so you are going to be the chest. So you're going to be the provider and the inserter. And you're going to be the stocking module and the extracting module. So now if we come over here and we generate ourselves just a little bit of LP. And let's eat ourselves some of this food. I love that confit thingy, but it makes your screen all funny looking. And that I do not love. Now, I'm pretty sure Way of Time said that the Tranquility Altar mechanic is not in yet. So we'll have to avoid that. So now I'm just going to place 4 stone in here, and if correct, this should work out pretty good. Hooray! Look at that! Look at that! How cool is that? And then he's going to do his thing. And he's going to make me more blank slates. Okie dokie then. Okie dokie then. Sweet. So you've got your blank slate, and then you get your smooth stone. And that is a hidden logistics lasers system. Cool? Alrighty then. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. So, blood magic is back. And that's a good time. Everybody's excited about that, I'm pretty sure. It is cool to see blood magic has returned. Haste. Let's do some lights here, courtesy of Bailey's light mod, because, well, you know, magic is cool. Ba-boom. Any problems with lighting if we, well, we're probably gonna want some in the corner there. Looks not too shabby, right? All right. Hey. Yeah, little magical lights. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty cool. And look, there's your blank slates. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. So today, playing a little bit more with blood magic, I think. So what should we do to progress here? I think we should get a tier 3 altar, right? So I want to see if that's doable. So a tier 3 altar is going to need glowstone caps, and we're going to need quite a handful more of the blank runes. So let's see, blood magic altar. I always like to Google it because it tells me exactly the counts I need. So for a tier 3, we need 20 additional runes. So we're going to need at least 4 more of these, but why don't we get like 20-ish more of these. Now the good news is Way of Time changed the recipe. I'm very excited about that because... remember, it used to be 2 blank slates per blank rune. Now it's 1. I think that's actually a really good change, if I'm being honest. But automating LP is going to be a tricky one for us. Because we don't have whatchamacallit. We don't have the thing that we normally use to do this, which is Cursed Earth, right? So I wonder what on Forgecraft could spawn mobs. Like, we could just have, like, a regular dark room, but there's no Cursed Earth, like... Is there? I'm assuming not. I don't think there's any Cursed Earth stuff. Right? So... we could just do, you know, self-sacrifice runes. And that would obviously just make them a little bit, like, self-sacrifice stuff be a little bit better. But what else can spawn mobs? What else could spawn mobs? Is Industrial 4 going in the pack? That's a good question. It is. It is. But does Industrial 4 going have a mob spawning mechanic? Name tag witches? Yeah, name tag witches might work. Name tag witches might work. That could be an approach. Could be an approach. So I'm being told Industrial 4-going has mechanical dirt that works like Cursed Earth. That's kind of cool. We might want to check that out when we get to that point. So it just needs some rotten flesh, a pity machine, which looks pretty easy to make, and some liquid meat, which I think we get from... yeah, that must be new. That must be new. I've never seen this before. I'm also not familiar with the dissolution chamber. That also seems new. But we're going to have to get into plastic and all that good stuff. So that's an option. So we'll keep that in mind as a possibility. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Normal JEI buttons. Hilarious JEI buttons. Normal JEI buttons. Hilarious JEI buttons. Loving it. Loving it. It's so good. It's so good. All right, so we want the 20 more runes, right, so we can get this guy upgraded. We're also going to need a few glowstone. Just a few glowstone. So give me a stack of cobble again to keep this ball rolling here. We're going to want... I should probably use a normal table here because clearly Dyer's mod is a little bit of the derpiness. Clearly, Dyer's mod is a little bit of the derpiness. So, Smoothstone is what's holding me back right now. Hilariously, Smoothstone is what's holding me back right now. That's cool. Alright guys, we're back. So 20 blank runes, and then we need some glowstone, right? That should be cool. Sweet. And then maybe I should smelt up my blackstone. I'll smelt up like a stack of it. You can smelt blackstone, can't you? Can you not smelt blackstone? Is there not smooth blackstone? Oh, polished blackstone is made just like that? Oh, that's cool. That's way nicer looking than my I should not use the cobbly stuff then. Nothing to undo. I reached my undo max, which is 5. So what I'm going to do is convert all this stuff to polished blackstone as well, because that looks really cool, doesn't it? Yeah, I like that. That looks good. That looks pretty nice. Yeah, that ain't too shabby. Alright, so now let's remember where these things go. They go here, don't they? So your blank runes go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Am I wrong? Am I in the wrong spot? Because that doesn't seem right to me. That doesn't seem right to me. Does this book still show you the... I wonder if he added the thing... Yeah, I think he's still working on... He's still working on the book a little bit. So let's try that again. I think it's this. Yeah, that's what it is. There we go. That's what's up. Cool. And then in the corners, which is this, is your corner, right? So, no, 2 away from that. Yes, 1, 2 corners away is where we do... It's going to be 2 up from here, and then the glowstone. Cool. So 1, 2, 1, 2, and then the glowstone. 1, 2, 1, 2, and then the glowstone. Hey. And that should be cool. So that should be a tier 3 altar, divination sigil. That should be it, right? Am I wrong? Oh, you know what? Hold on. I don't think you can have air here. I think these need to be not air. I think the glowstone's too high? The glowstone might be too high. Yeah, glowstone might be too high. I missed that book that showed you. There we go, tier 3. Woot! That is cool. Now I'm happy. Now I'm happy, tier 3. That's good times. All right, cool. And then we can get our next tier blood orb. Is that the one that needs a block of gold and 25,000 LP? That's the one that's always been tricky, right? Because we want to get some augmenty things, right? So what we're going to want is some better runes. I wouldn't mind a rune of self-sacrifice, and I wouldn't mind some better runes of capacity. That sounds like a good time. But for both, we're going to need imbued slates. Well, one we're going to need imbued, one we're going to need reinforced. So this one we need imbued, that one we need reinforced. All right, cool. So let's do this. Let's clear out this chest for now, because I don't have a good redstone-y way to turn that on and off just yet. Definitely planned, but I'm going to eat my confit BLB. Super trippy. Especially the hotbar. The hotbar is the trippiest part of that. The hotbar is the craziest part. So what I'm going to do here then, I'm thinking what I should do is switch this to be a stocking module as well. So rather than an extractor, what I should do is the stocking module. Or what I could do is just replace this. Now, I haven't added the drag from JEI functionality yet, but that's planned. For sure that's planned. I mean, it's hard to argue with that, though, right? Like, that's pretty cool. I might have to make a few of these by hand for a minute, which sounds terrible to me. So you know what I might do? Let's see. Yeah, you are slow, aren't you? Speed runes need tier 1. Oh, that's not a terrible idea. Should throw a few speed runes in here, shouldn't I? That would be cool. So we should do a combination of like self-sacrifice, augmented, and speed runes. And that might not be a bad idea. Because wow, are you slow. I mean, TPS ain't helping, but wow, are you slow. So yeah, let's go back to you. You're going to go back to keeping this in the basic filter for extract. So we're going to make a handful of speed runes so that we can at least do this a little bit quicker. And then while that's making lots of runes there, what I'm going to do is come up here, and I'm going to ask for another stocking module. And I'm pretty sure I don't have an Eye of Ender, so we're going to make one. Are we out of Ender Pearls? Is that possible? I bet there's a way to make them. And we got a few Nebulous Hearts, that'll do. Okay, so now you. And then the stocking module. And then the other thing I'm going to do is get another provider module. So a quick observer and another blank module. That's cool. So now what I can do is we can say, instead of you be insert, right? You're going to instead be this, and we're going to say, like, keep 3 blank slates in there and 3 reinforced slates, right? And then instead of you being extractor, you're going to be a provider with an empty blacklist. So now what should happen is, because we've got these 4 blank, I'm going to take these out, and he should extract now, right? And then I'm going to put 1 more in there, right? And we can modify that right here, by the way. So I can adjust from this side now which ones to get. So he should extract that dude. I think I'm going to reduce this. The stocking module only runs once every 5 seconds. I might reduce that a little bit. I could make that like 2 seconds and that would be fine, right? But this time what's going to happen is, because we're meeting the stocking criteria for the blank slate, he's not going to pull from there. Cool. He ain't going to pull from there. Now I got 6 of these, which means I can get a few speed upgrades. So while that's cooking, let's get a few speed upgrades. Now, do I have an extra one of you dudes? I don't think so. So you're going to need some sugar and some andesite, huh? Cool. And then we're going to want 3 runes here. I'm going to need another pickaxe, by the way. Okay. So these 3 runes turn into speed runes. Beautiful. That's what I wanted to see. You can sort, and let me get another osmium pickaxe real quick. And then I should be able to do that. Fill this dude up. And he should be running quicker now. He definitely is running faster. So that's cool. So now I'm going to actually have you stock like 16 of those. Does that sound cool? I like that plan. I'm going to have you stock 14 of those. Or 4 of those, for that matter. So he should extract that now. Yeah, I do need that to be a little bit faster. It's a little too slow as it sits. Okay. I tell you, I love this food. I just hate what it does to your screen. Love the food, hate what it does to your screen. Just give me a bunch of andesite, please, because you know we're going to be making more of these in a bit. So let's make this thing be 16 as well. Cool? So that should be cool. You can keep me nice and healed, buddy. And we'll be back in a minute once I craft all this stuff up. Somebody in my stream chat was like, hey, Dyer, why don't you use Silk Touch on your mining laser to get a bunch of smooth stone? And I said, I don't know, but that's a brilliant idea. So that's what I'm doing now. That's a pretty good idea. That ain't bad at all. That ain't bad at all. That is actually a really good idea. Oh, I like it. Alright, cool. So that's a whole bunch of smooth stone all at once. No more waiting for that to smelt. Hooray! Alright, cool. And then you just need some more of this stuff. Alright, back in a view to record. Hello guys, we're back! And I've got the things that I need to make the stuff that I want. So let's actually, I'm gonna dismantle these dudes here. And that should give me 20 blank runes, which is cool. And synesthesia here is wearing off in a few seconds, so that should be cool. Alright, so let's look at this, right? We're gonna want some buckets. How many runes of capacity do you want? You want 5? So let's do like 15 buckets? That should be 15 buckets, if I'm not mistaken. Hey, math! Woot! I love it when math works. So then... Beautiful. Beautiful. That actually worked pretty well. Alright. So we'll stick with 5 bucket. We'll start with 5 rune augments just for now. And just for the heck of it, I want to see what the cap in LP storage is with 5. Because I'm not sure if he's changed this between versions. So we should test it real quick just to be all kinds of sure. Right? So if we come over here and we check you with this, current capacity is 20,000. Is that enough, you think? I'm going to call that enough. I'm going to say we fill it up to 20,000, we start the craft, we do some self-sacrifice stuff, and then we're cool. So I'm good with that. So I'm going to say 20,000 is enough storage for me. Cool. Should really do something about stairs. We'll see. We'll get around to it. I'm just playing with all the things right now. So self-sacrifice, that is going to need a master blood orb. So you're going to do the same thing. So what I'm going to do to make sure that you don't do the same thing is I'm going to manually put my apprentice blood orb in there, and we're going to see what happens if this behaves, right? So I'm going to put you guys in, and then basically we're going to want 30 glowstone dust, right? And that should make me 15 of these. Now, you did not wipe it. Okay, cool. So he made the current owner is still Direwolf 20. Probably because this one says, okay, so that's fine. So it works-ish. Let's get some andesite. Let's get a bunch of you. That looks cool. Okay. Spiffy. You guys like? So then you're going to be ready. And we will probably, like, you know, switch it up to Runes of Sacrifice at some point, but we'll see. Alright, so now you should be a tier 3 altar with 1200 LP stored in you. Or no, I've got 2693. So one thing here That's a pretty big improvement. That's pretty good, right? It's almost 500 LP per... So that's not terrible. Okay. Not great, not like amazing, but pretty good. Alright, so at this point you should be cool, Divination Sigil. Yeah, pretty close. Oh, that's right, it has its internal buffer to fill. Has to fill that up. So let's get what we need for the orb, which is a block of gold. Sweet. And I'll eat this guy. And once you're done draining LP, which it looks like you are, so that actually might be cool. Good times. That should be more than sufficient, frankly. Yeah, that should totally be more than sufficient. Okay. So once he's done now, he should be cool. Okay. Hooray! Magician's Blood Orb. Beautiful. Tier 3 blood magic for the win. That's cool. And I'm going to pop these guys in here, and he should start making some more imbued and reinforced slates, at least until we run out of LP, right? Which will probably happen sooner than later because we're making the higher tier stuff, but it's all good. Sweet. All right. Nice. All right, so now in order to upgrade further, we're going to need those blood shard things, right? So we're going to need bloodstone bricks, which need weak blood shards, which we can get from, I presume, the sword. No. So are they crafted in the alchemical reaction chamber? It would appear so. And that needs a magician's blood orb. So that's actually a thing that we're going to want to make right now. That's cool. I think we can make this now. So here's a new thing. Here's a new thing, right? And I'm getting a little low, not terribly low, but a little low on iron because I just used a lot for buckets. So I'm going to use the Magician's Blood Orb here. And let's get a furnace real quick too. Hey, you were supposed to make me a furnace. Yeah, why didn't you paste in correctly? Few little bugs with this crafting station that I got to fix. Few little bugs that I got to fix. 2 imbued slates, please. 2 imbued slates, please. Boop, boop. Thank you. And then we'll see what this thing's all about, because I have no idea. The alchemical reaction chamber. That looks cool. That looks cool. Let's pop you over here, and you're going to go over here, sir. Oh. Oh. Well, that's a thing. Look at all the things in here. Can I click on this to see the recipes? No. But this guy will show me the recipes, hopefully? Yeah, they will. Arc recipe, arc furnace recipe. Well, that's cool. So he can act like a furnace, I guess. And he can smelt things that get smelted. I presume? It looks like it, right? That's what it looks like to me. So basically it's just your regular old vanilla smelting recipes, right? Smooth into smooth stone, right? Raw mutton into cooked mutton, etc. And then this guy is how we'll get this. So we need a master blood orb? Like, is that what we need? There's got to be another way to make this thing. Yes, an imbued slate with Sanguine Reverter. Sanguine Reverter gets me a blood shard. And that is made here with a minimum of 350 will. So what we're going to want to get is... Effectively, all we need is... That doesn't look like a terrible recipe, but we need to get will. So what we need to do is ramp up our Sentient Sword, ramp up our Tardic Gem, upgrade him to the next tier of Tardic Gem, which is this dude, right? Because I forget how much he can hold, but I don't think it's not quite that much, right? So that's pretty cool. Oh, and you're out of stuff. That's fine. That makes sense that you'd be out of stuff. So I want to kill a bunch of mobs, upgrade this dude to the next tier of will collecting, and that makes some good sense. So let's see. Let's pop down into the Nether, because that's kind of the best place to do the thing, right? I never mispronounce anything. Oh, hello. Oh, that was super, like... Boom, return to sender. I love return to sender. It's just my favorite thing. Alright, let's find some dudes to kill. Like baby Enderman. Yeah, they're the worst. Ah! Alright, I wasn't talking about you. Woo! Heal, heal, heal! I'm good. I'm good. I was not ready for... Oh, come on, I hit him. Is it me or did that projectile go, like, right through him? Rip. Rip. It looked like it went right through him. It's harder than it looks on a laggy server. Endermen move in unpredictable manners anyway, but on a laggy server, it's even worse. And this sword does not do a lot of damage. So Endermen may not be the ideal mobs to be killing here, but you get the plan. Yeah, I don't know what I should be killing, but I feel like it's not Enderman. Or Wither Skeletons, for that matter. I don't think either one of those is an ideal killing thing. Or at least not baby Enderman. Can we not? Come on, guys. Woot, that was close. That was close. I don't think that this is the right call. I should not be fighting these dudes with this. I think I gotta find something else to murderize. But zombie pigmen sounds like a bad thing, right? I shouldn't go after them either. So I don't know what I should go after. Maybe I'll just, you know, hunt at night in the overworld or something. But it is wrapping up point for the episode. So let's do that. Let's wrap up here. And we'll come back next time, and we'll play some more with Blood Magic. We'll probably have Goo fixed by then, and we'll check that mod out too. All kinds of stuff I want to do. Lots of things to still see and play with on Forgecraft. Lots of mods I don't think we've even touched yet, and a couple which are going to be added soon, but haven't been added yet. So I'm looking forward to that as well. All right, guys, Devil20 signing off. Hope you enjoyed the episode. You know what to do. Take it easy.